And we are live. Hello. Hi guys. Hello. I'll give you the usual 5 minutes to wait for people to come wandering on in. Quiet day today, I expect. Certainly quieter on my end. And it's not hot anymore. I'm very happy about that. I've still got a hot and cold drink on standby just in case. Cup of tea and some ice water. Gotta keep myself hydrated if I'm going to be talking for 3 hours straight. We'll get going in a minute. Let me just do the usual tweeting and all that BS. Okay. Whoop, hang on. Oh, a couple of spelling mistakes in there. Don't want those. You don't want spelling mistakes in your... It's one of those annoying things. The music from the game just completely shuts out when I'm alt-tabbed out of it. But we'll be fine. So, send that off. I really wish I knew more places where you could advertise your streaming. Seems like one of those things. Okay. That's all good. That's all very good. Yeah. Okay. We'll give you guys a few minutes to come rolling on in. Don't need that open. Close that. Okay, there we go. And we're back to the music. So music. Music in this game is not too bad. It doesn't have a vast number of songs. It's mostly just kind of a lot of ambient noise, which is good. You know, you want ambient noise in a horror game. So we'll be good. No idea how long I'm going to stream for today. I mean, 3 hours most. That's always my limit. 3.5 at absolute extreme max. Which is mostly a timing thing because it's just gone 3 p.m. now, and dinner usually happens around anywhere between 6 and 1/2 in this house. So in general, you want to be. I want to be done by 6. And the fact that I don't think I could stream for much longer than that anyway. I mean, you know, if I was going to do like an all-day live stream, like if I woke up, started streaming, and then just kept going, I definitely have to take frequent breaks for a drink and food and bathrooms and all the usual fun stuff. But we'll be fine. So, yeah, we'll be good. And let's give it one more minute and we'll get going, just to give people a chance to come all rolling on in. I say people, you know, the small handful and collection of people I tend to get in my streams. I kind of like that my streams are quite quiet. You know, I have a few people who I can sort of talk to, and you know that they have like nice little chats and they talk with each other and they talk with me, and that's all good. And I kind of like the sort of close intimacy of that, rather than, because you go to like those really big YouTubers or Twitch streamers and they're just, the chat is just zipping by so fast. It's just like you can't discern one thought from another, you know, and it just becomes noise at the end of the day, and you don't want that. You want to be able to have conversations with people. I mean, it's kind of that 50-50 split of, if you want conversations, you need only a few subscribers or followers or whatever the hell they're called. But on the other hand, you kind of need a lot of followers and subscribers, because that means that people will actually see your shit. Oh well. Anyway. That's about 5 minutes, give or take. So let's get started. It's been like 3 weeks, I think, because of that break where I did Over the Moon. It's been 3 weeks since I last played this, so I couldn't actually remember. I was trying to think, like, earlier today, because I knew I was going to be streaming Prey today. I was like, where the bloody hell did I leave off? I had a feeling it was Psychotronics, because here's the thing. Because I've completely emptied the lobby, pretty much. Except a few areas you can't get to until later. I've completely emptied the Neuro Mod division, because I went back in there and did a second run through because you can't complete it the first time. You have to go back in and do a second run. And then I also completed the hardware labs, again with a few minor exceptions that I won't be able to do yet. So we're moving forward with the story now. Like last episode was a lot of me just wandering around and not doing much, except like side questing and things like that, and exploring just general area. But now we are going to continue with the story. Okay, so we're off.
Psychotronics is the opposite of safe, Morgan. What are you after?
Nothing.
Someone's helping you. Is it Michaela?
Nope.
Elazar?
Nope. Wrong on both counts.
I can eavesdrop on your brother's messages. We're in agreement on this one. Get through this place fast as possible. You're looking for a maintenance airlock to a utility tunnel called the Guts.
Gotcha.
It'll take you all the way to the top of the station.
I like that. Oh, hey, Jagoff. You didn't have to show up. I mean, you know, I saw that you were playing Terraria. I just said, you know, if you want to show up, you're welcome to. You don't have to. It's not a requirement. Up, 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 up. There we go. Let's just go loot all the stuff. Anything behind there? I can't remember. You don't have to be here. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you are, but you don't have to be. It's just I'm pretty sure Zero is just dead to the world right now. Pretty sure he's asleep. Because he's not online. Or at least I couldn't see him online. Do I have... I do. Excellent. Couldn't remember what hacking level I was at. Where? There we go. Donk. Donk. There we go. I don't think Zero is going to be around. Grab all the crap. Oop, pistol. Grab the stuff. Hey, weapon upgrade kit. Behind the Iron Curtain. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that in this world, like, the USSR still exists. Like, you know, the Soviet bloc didn't collapse. You know, it's still there. Everything's apparently still fine with it, which is odd when you think about it, but don't worry about that. But it is funny that they put like that much attention to detail into the backstory of this, because that's one of the things I like about you know, video game companies that do things like that. You've got to put in the extra milestone. I think you have to, because otherwise there's just no point. Okay, then. I'm gonna have to deal with some mimics around here eventually. Whoop. Oh, hi. Forgot about that guy. Woo, that worked. And he's dead. That would have been much better if I'd actually remembered where he was. No, I don't want to do that. I'll bugger him here now. And control. Go, 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 please. Nope. Nope, go. Whoa, that was close. I didn't want to do that, but okay. What I want to do is I wanted to put it in here. Unfortunately, it's a bit damaged now. It'll be alright. I'm sure you are. Right, so, now where the hell did I leave off? Exploring. Nothing over there. Sure there's some stuff kicking around here somewhere. If you're wondering why I always check a sink whenever I go past it, is you actually gain 1 point of health every time you use a sink. For some reason, I don't know why. Nope, can't carry that up yet. Actually, how are we getting on with the neuromods? We have 0 neuromods, so we've got hacking level 3, we got necropsy, that's good. I've got my full inventory, that's also good. Got the recycling one, yes. So that's all well and good. Excellent. Wonderful. Just fantastic. Now there was another turret over here. This one would try to put in a slightly better position. Let's stick it over here. No, actually, no, let's do it. Shush. No idea if it's going to be any good there. I mean, enemies can come from any side, and to be honest, turrets are marginally effective at best.
Psychoscope required beyond this point.
You can't break the glass, so we have to go hunting for a psychoscope. Now, these are pretty fun. Actually, I should repair my suit. Where are my suit repair kits? Oh, they're around here somewhere. There. Is that it? No, that's spare parts. There we go. Better. Oh, no. My odd square-shaped flashlight, which is actually pretty unique. I mean, most flashlights around, at least the flashlight actually does shit. Like, I can't even tell you how many games I've played that are just like really rubbish flashlights. I think it's a floater. Jeez, I mean, imagine that one pushing through your system. It's like those things out of Dreamcatcher. Don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a interesting book. Really? I thought I had Leverage 3. I don't have Leverage 3, but I might be able to. If I'm very, very clever. Come on, I know you can do it. Oh, I love the broken physics in this game. They're so broken. Wait, oh hey, yeah, I don't have that yet. I don't have the thing to install chipsets into, but I will soon enough. Very soon, in point of fact. Now, hang on. Gotcha. Had a vague memory of that happening and it always being very annoying. But we'll be okay. Ooh, pretty symbols on the walls. Look what he's got. He's got a giant hat. It's a psychoscope. We are in psychotronics after all.
The psychoscope was a breakthrough. Apart from neuromods, it's the most important tech on Talos 1. Use it to scan the Typhon organisms if you want to learn what makes them tick. You invented it, by the way.
Of course I did. Psychoscope. So you can basically equip it. It marks enemies, as it said, but it also does research. Because, of course, if you've played System Shock 2, or if you've played like any of the Bioshock games, you know that research was a big part of those games. And so this game is absolutely no different. You research stuff up. You, well, I need to go into here. Do we have... Actually, that's a fair point. Do I have the... No, that's that. But look what we now have unlocked. All this stuff. When you pick up the psychoscope, you basically unlock all the special ability stuff. Because if you notice there, at the bottom right corner of the screen, I now have 3 lines. You've got your health, you've got your armor, and then you've got your psychic energy, which again, if you've played System Shock, you know what that's about. Or if you play Bioshock even. Basically, it's the equivalent of, if you play Bioshock, your Eve. You know, your energies, basically, as it will, your sort of internal ability energy. It's literally no different than that. It mechanically functions exactly the same. But as you probably also noticed, it's added a whole bunch of new stuff into my Neuromod abilities. So what we now have is you've got this section down here, which is quite a good one. What it is increases your psi pool in and of itself. That's fine. But some of these are pretty good, like increases psi hypos. You know, you notice I've been recycling those. I don't use psychic powers all that much. I'm mostly just a brute force kind of player. At least I am in this game. Of course, you don't have to do that, but personally, that's just how I do it. Then, of course, you can increase your psi pool again. But these ones here are a lot more interesting. Because if you remember on this, you get chipsets. If you check your inventory, you get suit chipsets, which allow you to put things, essentially put things, quit that, why not, into your suit to give you sort of small little stat boosts. Like this one is, you know, you regenerate your stamina more quickly, grants resistance to electrical damage, etc., etc., etc. Your psychoscope has the same thing. It has these little equipable things that you can get, and some of them are quite useful. For instance, this one allows detection of hidden mimics. You actually get it with the psychoscope. I'm pretty sure you do anyway. And as you can imagine, being able to detect mimics that are mimicked is massively important in this game, because they can surprise you. Even at like the end game, a mimic could still surprise you if you weren't paying enough attention. So the fact that it gives you the ability to do that with your little psychoscopy scanny thing is really, really cool in my opinion. Of course, you have to find a mimic in order for it to... There's one right there. See, look. Yay! So we can equip a gun, we can hide, and then pop. Woo! Just like that. So now we don't have to worry about mimics hiding around. Now there does eventually come a type of mimic that... Is there a phantom up there? I'm pretty sure I heard that. Where's my... There you are.
More specimens required.
Doesn't necessarily let you do any more damage to them, but it does at least ID them a little easier. And obviously you want to research your enemies. As I said, research your enemies doesn't do any extra damage. What it does do is, again, if you go back to the neuromods, you've got these things here, which are Typhoon based neuromods. These are just your basic human skill neuromods. These are alien skill neuromods. And the only way you unlock them is by scanning the Typhoon. So there's like, I think about a dozen or so different types of aliens that you can scan. So you have to scan all of them, and they all have different levels. Like if you go to, I think it's data research, here we go. Like the Phantom. Now this has 4 research levels, so as you unlock each level, you gain ones like that. Scannable powers, kinetic blast 1 and 2. So the more you scan phantoms, so basically you have to scan 4 phantoms successfully, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, mimics you have to scan 6. I've already scanned 2, which gives me access to, again, if you go to neuromods, you go to morph. I now actually have the ability to buy the morph Typhoon neuromod, and it allows me to basically copy the shape of an object. But there's always a trade-off. The downside to that is the station security. If you install too many alien neuromods, station security sees you as an alien.
Psychoscope required beyond this point.
That's a good job I got one then. So it's kind of a 50-50 split on how you want to play the game. Hi. That's nice. Anyway, let's loot him. Up we go.
I see you've already figured out how to use your psychoscope.
No kidding.
All right, Morgan, I know I can't make you stay put, but you're gonna die down there if you don't listen to me. I'm sending you the code to a safe in Director Kelstrup's office. I'm certain he's hidden neuromods there. Use them to install one of the Typhoon abilities. That's what this is all about, Morgan. You spent 3 years of your life making it possible. Putting what they can do into us. You've just forgotten.
Fortunately, there's a couple of phantoms in here, which you can scan for easy research.
More specimens required.
And dunk. Yes. I think there's one in here, but I don't need it anyway. So, as I said, the 50-50 split between installing the neuromods and, well, not installing them, or at least not installing the alien neuromods, it's kind of just a player choice. It does sort of lead into which ending you get, because obviously there's multiple endings, but not in like a massive way, I don't think, personally. It affects some things, but not much. It really doesn't affect things that much, which is fine. You know, I mean, they wanted to give the player at least freedom, so whilst people will comment on whether you have installed alien neuromods, it doesn't actually affect the outcome, which I think was probably like a... what was that? Where are you? Which was probably like a deliberate design choice very early on. As if to say, you know, we're not going to punish you for playing the game your way, but we will comment on the way you've played it. So as you can see, I've just ID'd the fact that this bad boy in here is a mimic. Isn't that nice of it? Where'd it go? There. Like, where the bloody hell did it vanish to? Anyway. Let's keep looting stuff. Plenty of it. Kelstrup's safe, yes. And we got the code for it, fortunately. 7, 1, 3, and 9. Nice. Fortunately, we already got the neuromod fabrication plan.
Morgan, a warning. If you scan enough Typhon organisms, you'll be able to install neuromods that are powerful, but they're the reason we're in this mess. For one thing, the station's defensive turrets will identify you as an alien threat. There might be worse consequences I can't yet see. I don't want you to lose yourself.
Yeah, so it really is sort of... It's trying to sort of imply that, oh, it's bad to install the alien stuff. Well, it's not necessarily bad, but it could end up being bad if it's like done sort of, you know, haphazardly, if you're not careful about what you do. Which I suppose is fair enough. What is this? Oh, yes, that's right. That's shotgun shells. So we got that. Anything in here I don't yet need. I really wish I had the shotgun shell fabrication plan. I don't think I've picked it up yet, which is annoying. Let's drop. See, split. Drop that over there. Nice. Okay, we don't do that yet. Always wait for it to be as full as possible. Because why not? No, I don't want to turn that off. You want to leave power on as best you can. You see, the power buttons are mostly there for the broken machines like that, but because I have the ability to fix that, it's not really an issue. Did I pick up the shotgun fabrication? I got the standard bullets. No, I still don't have it. Ah, I'm sure I'll find it eventually. Just can't remember when. Who keeps seeing me? I don't know. Time to talk. Our esteemed colleague Dr. Gallegos is posing a problem. Let's talk via looking glass. Dr. Kelstrup, patient Tokaji, I think, insists she has got her hands caught on a piece of machinery, but her wound shows evidence of bite marks, human bite marks. Someone bit her finger off. When I asked security if they could find the fingers so I could at least reattach them, they said the machine had ground them up. What's going on? Whoop, that's the wrong button. Telepath rejection. Full report depending concerning latest experiment with volunteer 37, Typhon Psychocratis. Initially evidenced interest in the subject, but then failed to colonize the subject's mind. Developing a stronger version, in fact. Experiment halted at 5:01:30 minutes at MU's request, 37 sent to recovery. While 37 has a history of psychological instability, the event seems to have inflicted additional trauma. Both MU and AU have agreed that 37 should be held until we can determine the origin of 37's peculiar resistance to Typhon Psychocratis. I have no idea how you pronounce half of these words. Project Chris, Dr. was sent to trauma. Her fingers cannot be recovered. 37 is isolated and under continued watch. Security will perform regular checks on his physical condition. I think that's the guy. Don't know why that keeps happening. Something's seeing me through the floor, apparently. Anyway, LG comments on allow access. Additional footage. I can't remember. Have we seen these videos? Well, here you go. First contact with the Typhoon. Clearly just someone in space, in orbit. There's a pod. I think it's interesting that the Typhoon seemingly have the ability to just move in 0G. It's never really explained how, but they have it. And we can also see the Weaver. Watch this. We have one Mimic. And we have two Mimics. Sort of testing the air around it. And then watch what happens. Two of the Mimics, three of the Mimics even, attack that one. And it turns into another one through odd and unknown means. Very unusual. And there we have a Weaver. Weavers are going to be very annoying later on. They're kind of very big. Not really bosses. They're not, I suppose there's only one creature I would classify as a boss type creature. But they can be annoying. I've got a couple of tools which to deal with them, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem, but it'll be fine. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Calvino, what did you do to my conference room? Yes. I was just about to call you. All I see is a dot. Yes, that's right. It's the calibration system for the new touchscreen. You only have to run it one time. Are you kidding me? Just follow the dot. When it turns green, touch it. It should... Damn it, Calvino, I do not have time to play sing-along with your bouncing ball. I'll call you back.
Just because, I suppose.
Hans, we need to talk about Annalise Gallegos.
Dot. 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 Hello. Because of course they're going to jump scare you. Why wouldn't they? Incoming Phantom. Hey. Gotcha. I've really got to start using that. I need to save shotgun ammo for when it really counts. But oh well. Too late now, I've already used it. We'll be fine. Not a problem. Alright, drop all that off. Gonna have to go up there and deal with that thing at some point. It's getting really irritating. Hello. Now, we go to the neuromods. We got 4 neuromods to spend. That's a pretty decent number to be able to spend on something. The question, of course, is what do we spend it on? So the real question is, do we want to spend neuromods on some of the alien abilities? Now, do we want to cross that line? First time I actually played this game, interestingly enough, I didn't buy any of the Typhoon neuromods. I just stuck with the human ones for No real reason, really. It was just an arbitrary decision I decided to make the first time I played the game, you know. So, it was a 50-50 split. I think for this one, I am going to show you guys some of the Typhoon mods. In particular, I definitely do want to show you the Mimic ability. Because the Mimic ability is great fun. It's very enjoyable to play around with. And it can lead to some really interesting mimicking stuff. Sort of a little later on, once you get to be able to mimic the really big items. So we'll do that one for now. So we'll get that. And for the sake of giving myself more options, I'll get that one too. And then this happens. Collapse.
What's happening?
Don't let them do this to you.
Ooh. Mysterious.
How does it feel? Do you remember?
Nope.
The first time you said it was like you were outside yourself, like time itself had bended its knee, waiting for you to decide. You moved my chair without touching it. It gave me chills. The possibilities. You became something new that day. Something higher. I knew then, as I believe now, that our mission is to lift up all humanity in the same way.
Whoop. Yep, I know. I know how it works, thanks.
We got good luck. Everything happening on Talos 1 started here.
Mm-hmm.
You were so driven in the beginning. My mistake was agreeing to put you at the center of the tests. That's when you began to drift away from me. We're close to understanding what they're after. What they're building. Just need a little more time.
So as you can see, if you remember that video I showed you a couple of minutes back, that's the device and that's the Weaver. I don't know if that's the specific Weaver. That one's probably long dead. But this is the room. That's the area. That was fucking loud. Do you mind? Honestly. So bloody noisy. Anyway, that's the way forward. So obviously don't want to go there too yet. We want to go exploring. Labs B. The B labs. Any mimics? Oh, I think we got one. Oh, he's run off. Wait for it. Come on. Scanning.
New psionic aptitude available.
There's that one. Now, where did the other mimic go? There it goes. Scanning, please.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Gotcha. Woo! Nice. Now you may notice there's a lot of notes on things. Not a mimic. Not a mimic. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Kind of hard to tell. Ironic, really, that some of the things that were tagged not a mimic were mimics. Not quite sure how that happened. I don't believe he actually tagged things that like weren't a mimic. Or he tagged things that were a mimic. I think what happened was that something that the mimic probably turned into something and then got a sticker put on it after the fact without him remembering to test first. I don't know. Or maybe he was just an idiot and just, you know, tagged things that were supposed to not be tagged. But he was kept. Oh, that was a mimic? Oh, okay. That works. That's not a mimic. So as you can see, having the ability to ID mimics, bloody useful. Ah, this one's not just a mimic. It's a greater mimic.
More specimens required.
And the interesting thing is, I don't have the ability to just detect greater mimics, unfortunately. I did say there were things that you can't find, and that was one of them. Hi. Yeah, that happens. Mimic theory. After the last 6 months, I'm going with 4 magic. Time to place your bets on how this actually works. My money's on number 2, obviously. 1. Hallucinogenic field. Mimics project a field that causes observers to think they see the objects. 2. Pocket dimension. Mimic swaps places with the object in a parallel universe, stays connected via a wormhole. 3. Transmutation. Mimic reconfigures its atoms and molecules while maintaining its own subjective consciousness. And as he said, he's going with 4. Magic. Don't take a 3. Pilgrimage to the autocracy of dome-derived last drop. Let me know if you like download, blah, 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 blah. Mystery Man, does Lanzetta ring any bells? Dr. Gus Lanzetta. What if I told you he worked for us for a week? 1 week. The week before the entire science staff had last quarter's neuromods removed. He left his badge in a locker. I had IT look up his account and it had all been deleted, all but his credentials. Who the hell was he? Ooh, mysterious. Oh, empty. Just quickly double check there's no mimics around. Nope, I think we're fine. It's usually a good idea to do that when you walk into a room. Just, you walk into the room and... Look! Turn into it. Typhoon lure, I think I already got those. Note! Or I have noted another night light as requested up the psycholuminescence. This time the Typhoon ought to follow the law like a imprinting duckling. Funny. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with that mimic. Come on, die. There it goes. Oh, really? Hang on. Let me just ease you out of the way, please. Come on. Come on. Whoop. Don't fall on my head. That would not be good. Right. Just nip into here real quick. Oh, note. Not a mimic. Glowy stuff.
Isn't it fascinating? There's something almost angelic about those golden filaments, like frozen light. The Typhoon weave it out of thin air. The question is why? We have a lot of theories, but no solid answers. Not yet. I wish you were with me, Morgan. Not the way you are now. The way you used to be. I know we could tackle this together. Like old times.
Interestingly enough, and I don't know if anybody out there can correct me, I've never worked out if there's actually a way to get into this room. There is a mimic in there. It's that thing on the floor down there. As you can, in fact, I'll scan it. Why the hell not? Yep, thank you. So there is a mimic in there, and what you can do is you can do this, and it shows you how a Typhoon lure works. Just literally just lures the mimic around, which is all well and good, but I can't work out how the hell to get in there. You check the roof, you check the walls, you check everything, but it's just a locked room, and that's it. Nothing else to it. Oop, turret. And a mimic right in front of it, apparently.
Research complete.
Yay. I love knowing all that stuff. Right, let's pick up all this crap.
I can hear the Weaver through the walls. Son of a bitch is gloating, I know it. How are you holding up?
I dropped a couple of nightlights to lure the phantoms away. Put sticky notes on every goddamn thing I'm sure isn't a mimic. You?
Good. Safe inside the armory. Squashed a mimic that slipped in, but that's it. I got everything sealed tight.
What's our plan?
Wait for rescue?
You know, if we make it, Alex is just going to pull our mods.
You want to remember this shit?
I think we could get out through the guts. Work our way up to the Arboretum.
Okay. Say the word.
Oh, that went much better than I was expecting. Where the hell did he come from?
Checking for updates. Servers offline.
Yep, even in the future, turrets have to check for updates. Which, again, is, I think, just... I always love the sort of slight sense of humor this game has. It's very subtle. And if you're not paying attention, you won't, like, catch it. But this game has a surprising number of very fun little jokes. Which I think is fine.
Ready to scan.
Nice.
Scanning target error. Insufficient time material.
I love using turrets. It's actually a fun thing you can do with turrets, but I can't do it right now. I'll have to show you later. But...
Log submitted.
anything? Nope, I think we're fine. It's a science operator, we're good on that. Okay, anything else? Oh, doesn't that look just lovely? I'm looking outside now and it is currently tipping it down with rain. It has been 2 months since I have seen this much rain. It's glorious. I love it. Today has been cloudy, it has been cool and windy, and now it's raining. The weather has finally friggin' turned. I am very happy about this. Status report 37. 30 signs shows further signs of instability. Subject demonstrating morbid curiosity in small objects around him. Attempted to place them in his mouth and consume them. Nutritive and non-nutritive. Initial diagnosis would seem to be rapid onset pica. Or pica, maybe. Probably pica. But there was no evidence of this prior to the exposure to the telepath. We're not ruling out suicide attempts, although the subject isn't making an effort to hide it. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, that rain is really coming down quite hard, isn't it? Oh, fine by me. 37 is still under suicide watch. As requested, the prisoner hasn't given any sedatives to keep his system clean for upcoming surgery. No food either, only water. He doesn't do much except rock back and forth, staring at the same point in the wall, mumbling to himself in Russian. Can't make out what he's saying. He made no attempt to hurt himself. We've seen this volunteer doesn't seem suicidal. He seems disorientated, like he's sleep drunk. So much reading. What does that say? Encephalectomy. Encephalectomy, I think. Helen, I think we got to go winning from 37 by talking. I want you to schedule surgery for the next few days. Let's get it out into analysis as soon as possible. Presumably talking about his brain. They're going to scoop his brain out. It's weird how mimics seem like such a huge threat at first, and then after a while you just kind of think, they're not that bad. Not really. Now, this one comes a little... No, can't pick that up. Who, what, huh, what, who? Oh, hi. I'll deal with you later. Okay. Thing is, we need to get into here, but we can't. Listen to this.
In light of what we now know the Typhoon are capable of, and not capable of, it seems prudent to revisit the Project Cobalt material.
Igor?
Neuromods can already adapt Typhoon material to the human mind. There's no reason in principle the reverse wouldn't work.
Say you managed to insert human neurons into a Typhoon. How will you know it was successful?
The new neural structures would need to mature over a series of actual experiences. Or simulated ones.
What?
Simulate the experiences. Calvino, he has...
Right, okay, look, it's fascinating, but let's focus on what we know is working. I don't want anyone devoting resources to this.
Maybe I'll be able to pull it off with this. Here's where actually using Mimic can come in handy. I think I just heard thunder in the background. Lovely. In fact, I definitely just heard thunder then. So what we have to do is we have to be very careful and hope that I can mimic something to be able to get through the bars. Look, I'm a thing on the floor. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Ah, isn't it fun? It's not massively useful in the long run, truth be told. There are... Because the game is set up in such a way that it can be like, oh, well, you can do it this way, or you can do it this way. There's only really a few times where the mimic ability is actually useful. And that is only useful because I don't use the Hunter's Boltcaster. If you use the Hunter's Boltcaster, you can touch this thing, hit that, and then hit the unlock button, and it unlocks the door. So the game is actually extremely well designed, in the sense of it always has more than one option available to you. Even if you don't necessarily have the option like in your inventory or in your neuromod abilities, the options are there, just you might not have it. I need to report on 37's condition in my transcribe ASAP. Hang on. Either that Psycho's the luckiest prisoner in orbit, or worse, we've got some problem in what we're feeding the Typhoon. And this can't happen again. Morgan said something about wanting to question 37, but that's low priority. He's practically unresponsive before. If nothing pans out, I'm going to prep 37 for a brain removal, presumably. I'm going to run it up again, R&D. So this is implanting mirror neurons into Typhoons. Yeah, we'll get into more detail on that a bit later, but you'll understand that as time goes on. No. Pick it up, please. Thank you. Ah, lovely rain and thunderstorms. The plants are probably loving it right now because we haven't had any serious rain in the UK for a long, long time. And plants are practically just dying around here. Not good for plants. They kind of need the water. Sort of important for them, I suppose. Now we can repair it. You can fortify it. Now I know I've got a Neuro Mod.
Alien threat detected.
Is it? Where? I don't see any alien threats. The whole thing's shaking a lot though, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, what we need to do... Now there's a couple of places around here that could probably do with a... Hang on. Deploy that there. You'll see. There's one advantage to having played this game before. Good enough. We'll do that, we'll take that. Just take anything that glows. That's the trick with games like these. You want the important stuff. Open up. Let me get all the stuff. Now, what we need to do, because there's a whole bunch of mimics in there, unfortunately. So we need to get the Typhoon lore. And then switch to that. Don't know if I can maybe throw it through the top. Maybe, let's give it a go. Hey, that worked. And again, maybe not. Just trying to save on some ammo. Come on. Come on, you bastard. There you go. Woo! Did it. See, it wasn't so hard, was it?
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
Hi. I think you might know I'm in here. According to hunch. Whoa! Crap. Come on. Come on, you two. Uh-oh. Yee. Ooh, made it. I don't know, that guy seems to know where I am and he's heading in my general direction. That cannot be a good sign. Hold that thought. I think I know exactly where I'm going to put you. He's going to come through that door there. There's a mimic over there as well. When did I scan that? Oh no, I know what mimic that would be. That would be the... Come on, come and get it. Come on. Come on. You know where you are, and I know where you are, so just bring it on. Oh. Ow. Thought you were going for the turret, not me. Well, it worked. Congratulations. Turrets are awesome. Right, so now we can properly explore all this stuff I was forced to just leave and abandon last time. Because they came out of friggin' nowhere. Which was not very nice of them. Neuro Mod, yes please. So many Typhoon organisms and organs and all sorts of icky, horrible stuff normally. There we go. It's just... It is fun how they just place those sort of pipes kind of randomly around the places. For instance, if I wanted to, say something was chasing me, I could literally shoot there. See? Now anything that decided to come through that door wouldn't be able to, because I blocked it with fire. You know the old sort of expression, kill it with fire? Well, there you go.
Hello, Dr. Kelstrom? I wanted to follow up on my request to view one of the volunteer application contracts.
Anna, you're supposed to...
And X. Success.
I had some free time, so I thought...
I've already told you, the VACs are sealed documents. My hands are tied.
But isn't there some allowance for the researchers? I mean, my God, I'm the one pushing the button.
Look, I understand. I really do. You wouldn't be human if this was easy.
I just want to be sure.
Believe me, everything we've done is perfectly legal.
That's because Talos 1 is in extra-national space. There are no laws.
Anna, you're tired. It's affecting your judgment. Now, I've tolerated it for a while, but enough is enough. You need to take some time, understood?
Yes, Dr. Kelstrom. I understand.
Good. Oh, look, you've made me late for a meeting with Alex.
Secret volunteers.
Not too late to flush it all out in airlock, you know.
I'm sure. Are you having second thoughts?
No way. I'm in. It's just... I'm not the one incriminating myself.
There's no happy ending for me either way. I'm trying not to think about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, man.
Did you make arrangements?
Mitchell's on board. He's gonna bring me
Where is
food.
he?
I don't need to know the details. Better that way. It had on your next rotation. I put everything in a package labeled mementos. The package is in my cabin. It's got to go to every media outlet imaginable.
Got it.
And Quentin, be careful. Security is already scrutinizing me more than usual.
Someone grew a conscience, it would seem. So that, yeah, that's the mimic I scanned in that room we can't get into, so that's fine. So let me check. Imagery's kind of getting there. You may have noticed this here, and then that there. So you can jump up. And up again. Just blast them away, might as well.
Suit integrity damaged.
Kind of annoying that many things just fall down on top of you and you barely get any time to blink or even notice. But I guess that's just how the game works. There's a science operator. There's another science operator. Wait, hang on. Where are you going? Did I get all the mimics? I think I got all of them. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, just up here. There's... I do like all the various little nooks and crannies they make. Because a lot of these, you don't need this stuff. It doesn't have to be here. It's just here for those of you who, you know, go exploring. That's one of the things I like. It's such a shame that games like these aren't more popular. Because I don't know if it's just something about gamers these days, or maybe people just don't like specifically curated experiences or something, but I tend to find that, you know, games like these aren't as popular. Games like this, or like, say, the Deus Ex games, or, I mean, even to a certain extent, the Bioshock games weren't massive hits. I mean, they were hits, and this game was a hit, but it wasn't like the be-all and end-all of everything, and I do think that's kind of a shame, because, you know, these games really are very, very good. It's just, I don't know if it comes down to the idea of a more curated experience versus, I suppose, more open world, organic gameplay. I mean, random generation and, you know, rogue games are really popular still, even today. And I think that is something, I mean, I'm not really a fan of random generation, truth be told. It's okay if you're into that kind of thing, I suppose, but it's not really for me. Nothing wrong with it, but I don't know, I especially don't like roguelike games, especially ones with permadeath. Permadeath is really just no. Me no likey, me no want. Because I don't like the idea that you can spend like an hour or more, let's be honest, an hour or more desperately trying to you know, complete something, only for one simple tiny little mistake, or some, especially games that have like RNG in them, and there are a lot of roguelike games that have RNG, which is a shame because it's annoying. No, you're not doing that. There they come. Are they all gonna die? I hope so. They'll die all in good time. Slowly burning away in the fire. I see a bloody thing down there, honestly. Let's see if they all died or some of them survived. Oh, nope, looks like they all died because they had nowhere to go. Whoops, hang on. Is there another one? There you are.
Hey! Hey, over here! What, you need guns? Ammo? I saw them science type. Oh. You get me out of here. I'll let you have it.
Read the guy's record. V-090655-13. Name redacted. Born on the 23rd of May, 1999. Male, white. Admission date, blah, 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 blah. Institution, Camp 17, Siberia. Interesting. Offense information, human trafficking, kidnapping, soliciting of a minor, distribution of controlled substances, fraudulent impersonation. That's one hell of a rap sheet.
Aaron Ingram. Hey, what are you reading? A rap sheet.
Now, this is one of the interesting things, because you can let him out, and he'll give you the code to the armory, but it's perfectly possible to get into the armory without him.
Some of it probably is true. I done some wrong in my days, but this ain't right, you know. Come on, y'all
So-
gotta let me out of here.
He is potentially dangerous, but he could also help. What do you do? Moral choices.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Some human decency, friend.
You're welcome. Hi.
You're the one person who showed me any real kindness. And
You're welcome.
Leave. I won't forget it. If you still want that code, it's 8714.
8714. And it works. Huzzah! And there's the shotgun shell fabrication plan. Told you we were going to get it soon. Actually, I honestly didn't remember when we were going to get it. I knew it was at some point. You know, it wasn't like ages into the game when we ended up getting it, so I knew it was at some point. I just didn't specifically remember where. Oh well. Drop that off there, because it might come in handy. Actually, I might take that with me later.
I don't mean to be a nuisance, but when do you think we'll get to that breach?
I'm headed out there as we speak.
What do you think happened?
Hard to say until I lay eyes on it. Could be some micrometeoroids punched a hole. Rare, but it happens.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's just that.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No, of course not. It's just that storage room has classified exotic materials. We really can't have it be inaccessible.
I understand.
Ow. Well, at least we can make my own shotgun ammo now, so these guys will no longer be that much of an issue. Anyway, get a lot of exotic related goodies in this area, which is nice. Help me in making neuromods in the future, theoretically. Ow. Oh shit. Ah, you bastard. Damn it. Ay. When the hell was the last time I saved? That might be a while back. Ah, shite. When was the last time I saved? Oh, good. Wasn't that far ago. That's fine. I was like, oh shit, when the hell was the last time I pressed the quick save button? I gotta get back into the habit of doing that more often. That was entirely my fault. I'm an idiot. Hi. Let's try this again, shall we?
I don't mean to be a nuisance, but when do you think we'll get to that breach?
I'm headed out there as we speak.
What do you think happened?
Hard to say until I lay eyes on it. Could be some micrometeoroids punched a hole. Rare, but it happens.
Okay, good. Hopefully it's just that.
Is there something you're not telling me?
No, of course not. It's just that storage room has classified exotic materials. We really can't have it be inaccessible.
I understand.
So let's try this again, and this time without the stupid. Hard in my cases, seeing as stupid tends to follow me around everywhere, but I'm sure I can do it for at least one day. Anything in that one this time? Anything at all? No. Oh good, I'm so happy about that. Didn't realize how low my health had gotten. Whoa. Don't worry, I got it. I remember it was there this time. That's the thing. I mean, I've played this game before, but I can't remember everything that happens. I mean, what the hell kind of person do you think I am? Right. So we can't go through this door because lockdown in effect. Does it not tell me that? No, I thought it did. Okay, never mind. Right, so we can... Let me just check my inventory. That's the wrong one. Not bad. That'll heal me up a little bit. Gotta go on to the other side. Always think it's a little random about whether or not the fire will get put out by the foam gun or not. A little random, a little arbitrary, but oh well. Oh really? We full already? Blimey, that's a lot of guns. Okay, well I guess we'll get going on it then. Anything else? Yeah, I think we're good. And I don't have those yet. How many Neuro Mods have I got? 4. Got a few more Neuro Mods. That'll be handy. Shotgun shells. Yes, please. Shotgun shells. How many is that? 5 and 50? That's pretty decent. Yeah, 5 and 50 is pretty good for a start. And we also want Neuromods. As many as possible. Probably get about 10 out of this batch. Come on. This might take a while. Usually does. Keep going. Also be useful for unlocking some of the mimic-based Neuro Mods. And we'll do one more, and then we'll buy some Neuro Mods. Interestingly enough, I do find that the human-based Neuro Mods are more... They're better for my kind of gameplay, because I'm the kind of person that scavenges everything. Obviously, I want things like inventory, and I want upgrades, and I want all sorts of things like that. Obviously, those are the kind of abilities I'm going to go for. Excuse me. And so it really does sort of come down to sort of what kind of game you want to play. I'll definitely be going for the mimic stuff. I don't want to get that one yet, I don't think. Maybe I will. We'll see what else I want, because there's other things I want to get on this stuff as well, like, you know, more health, more stamina, the ability to you know, increase your damage, for instance. You know, increases damage to security stuff. I think I might get that one actually. And we want to get... So we want to get leverage ones. We want to get gunsmith ones. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do gunsmith. I'm going to do lab tech. See, what gunsmith and lab tech do is they allow you to put weapon upgrade kits, which are these bad boys, onto other types of guns. Because originally you can only put like level 1s, because as you can see on the shotgun, I've only got all the level 1s. But what I will now be able to do is put it on levels 2. I don't know actually how far I can go. There, look, I can do 3 on that, 2 on that, 2 on that, and 2 on that. And then of course I have to get the second one later on to be able to upgrade those sort of weapons. So it depends on, you know, do you want it to be like a first-person shooter and use all those abilities, or do you want to mostly stick to, you know, your mimic-based abilities and stick all your points into those? So it's, again, I know I keep saying this, but it really does depend on what kind of game that you want to play, and there's a lot of different options here for different types of for different types of gameplay. Just in whatever way you want, really. Which is fine. Absolutely fine. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Good. Now that we've actually got the shotgun shells, which makes me very happy.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Probably not. That's the science operator. Where wasn't there a... Hold that thought just one second. That's Aaron Ingram. There was a... Where are you? Oh, there you are. I can't get to you over there. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
No? That's annoying. Oop. Hey, what are you doing? Well, he's positioned himself in such an annoying place, I can't do that. Well, I got 113 health, that should be enough. I've got things I need to do now, unfortunately. What I want to do is I want to go into here. Grab the turret. Can I borrow you? Thanks. Coming through. Odd piece of audio there. Hold that thought. Keep it going.
I was afraid of this. The scientists here were in the middle of something when they died. Access to the guts is closed off during experiments. Security protocol. You'll have to finish what they started.
Yay.
Back in the 60s and 70s, the first research teams tried to communicate with the Typhon, but this proved impossible. Their cerebral structures are highly developed and intentional, but somehow unapproachable. They have no speech of their own, no language. They don't even seem to see us. Not like we see ourselves, I mean. I'm generalizing when I say us, of course. I'm not a person. Not like you.
Live exam procedure in progress. Local lockdown in effect until procedure terminates.
Now let's go down here first. We'll do that soon enough. Where are you? Where did you run off to now?
Operator research complete.
That's nice. Gotcha. And again. Gotcha. Yes. Just need to focus. Oh, hi. Where the hell did you come from? Emails. Ari, I'm an idiot. I'm indisposed, Damien. Kelstrup wants to discuss some urgent matter. The science operator lets itself into the morgue by the half hour on the dot every day. Shadow it and slip in. Remember how funny I found Alvin Broyles movies up until I had that second combinatorics neuromod installed? Now they can't even elicit a chuckle. I'm not imagining this, am I? I did enjoy them, right? Haley isn't happy about it ever since she scrutinized my every move. How much hot sauce I use. Where I put my shoes before bed. Shit, even my handwriting. You say we're still the same person before the mod went in, wouldn't you? I don't know. Are you the same person after installing something based on someone else's memories? I mean, you know, it's a weird question. one that technically probably shouldn't really ever want to ask. And it died. Probably for the best. Alright. I can go through all this. Anything else in here? No? Oh good, I'm glad about that. Ah. There's a dead body. I'm not necessarily glad about that, but I suppose it's there, so there you go then. Now we need to get in there, but there's no key card. As it happens, there is a window that you can break. So guess what we have to do this time, because that's what I'm doing. Nope, come on, up we go. Quick, let's install myself. Come on, up you go. Up, up. Whoop. I guess he was on the loose. Yeah, okay. So I'm pretty sure all of these are empty. There we go.
This isn't the first time a Typhon organism has broken containment. It happened before, shortly after your initial neuromod tests. You and Alex fought about terminating the project, evacuating, but Alex insisted he could control the situation. That's when you began implementing secret contingencies, hiding the plan for your arming key, videos, the January protocol. Your concerns have proven to be correct.
Well, it's nice to know I'm such a smart ass. One of those people that always has to be right. Kind of like in real life, really. But we'll see what happens. Okay, so unfortunately we need to you can't use that unfortunately because the console turns off, but look what happens. The Weaver comes in.
Warning, examination
that
theater
happens.
compromised.
And that, hello, is what
Warning,
these things do.
examination theater compromised. Warning, examination theater compromised.
Yikes.
People are quick to project human features onto things they don't understand. The Typhon kill us without hesitation. But it's not because they're evil. It's because they can't do otherwise. You know what we discovered? They lack mirror neurons. All their wonderful abilities, there's one thing we can do that they can't. Empathize with the suffering of another living creature.
Apparently that's the big secret. Typhon kill indiscriminately because they honestly cannot imagine what the other creature is feeling. Which is an interesting thing from, like, you know, I didn't specifically know prior to playing this game why it is that animals can empathize with each other, but apparently it's because we have mirror neurons. I don't know if that's a real thing or if that's just some sciencey bullshit they put in this game. It's probably sciencey bullshit. But it's an interesting concept that there's actually something in the brain that says, yes, you will care when someone else is suffering.
Requesting new operator. Calibration request.
So let's heal up before we head into the next area.
TranStar Pyramid 490 medical class.
Come on. There. Ah. Okay, so we've got that. I think that's more or less it for this level. There's one small area. I'll go back, recycle for the last time, and then move on to the next level. Wait for it. They're off. Interestingly enough, you can't go in there and say hi to the Weaver. Unsurprisingly. It's almost like they didn't want you to go and talk to the bloody thing. Well, talk. Talk is in the sense of shooting it in the face with a couple of shotgun blasts. or using the Q-beam. Personally, I do prefer using the Q-beam on Weavers. It's just easier because you can hurt them from a
Eradicator
distance.
auto turrets. TranStar's last-ditch defense against an outbreak. Flimsy, but they're easy to fabricate. Best part is the built-in psychoscope tech. They can discriminate between alien and human targets. Shouldn't be a problem for you, since you're not an alien.
Or am I? Well, not yet. Okay, one quick pop back to the recycler. We'll do that. And then we're off to the next level, into the guts of the machine. Hello. And there's all my stats, nice and full. That's what you want to see, isn't it? Brained pills. Pills that clear your mind, remove the effects of concussion trauma. Ooh, this might come in handy. Like coagulation gel, dermaweb skin graft. Because these are all the special stats that you can get racked with in the updated version of the game that I'm playing on. So I think it's handy that I have a few of those kicking around. I have been quite lucky in that I haven't had too many. I think I had a bad one in the last episode. I think I have a sort of vague memory of that. It was 3 weeks back for me, so yeah, that's alright. Pick up all that stuff. How much exotic material? Only 2.5. That's not really enough for a Neuro Mod. Maybe it is. Actually, let me check. Actually, look at the numbers I've got. Yeah, okay, I can do one more. Clunk. And we're off.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Coming through. I suppose whoever designed them decided that, oh, he's a doctor. He's got to have a nice, friendly, cheery manner. Always makes me think of Theme Hospital. I don't know why, for some reason, it just does. But there you go. Anyway, off into the guts. Let's go. Confirmed. And now we wait for 5 minutes while it loads. Interestingly enough, the guts is a point where you kind of decide what direction you take in the game. Not in the sense of actually affecting the story, but you have the opportunity from the guts to go completely off the direction the game is guiding you in and encounter some late game story stuff early. But interestingly enough, I actually find that if you follow the quest line, it's actually like you get a lot more background information on a bunch of stuff. So I actually kind of do that. You'll hear about well, I'll point it out when it actually happens, but you'll have character interactions happening in the background that you wouldn't otherwise get. So I always say, do follow it. Follow the quest line. I'll explain the point where it goes, because I am going to fully explore the guts, even if I won't go through any doors. Anyway. The electrical fault is still an issue in subsection 19. When will the replacement electrical components be available so I can finally get the repair underway? You understand that I can't leave this subsection offline at all times, correct? Meanwhile, having to navigate around fan vents is not ideal. Parts are OTW, which I'm going to assume stands for on the way, but who knows? I mean, it could stand for anything.
Microgravity detected.
Whee! And now we're in 0G, or microgravity as it calls it. I know technically speaking, there's no such thing as 0G, and fuck off.
These tunnels run the entire length of the station, mostly conduit carrying the bare necessities, power, water, air. But operators also use it to deliver supplies from the cargo bay up to the Arboretum. Given the small number of crew assigned here, I would expect Typhon presence to be minimal as well. But that's probably a bad assumption.
Correct. It's basically just a giant tube. Yep. And slow down. No, I could be wrong. Have they like added in more music to this game? Was there like a patch at some point? Is there a patch at some point that did that? Because I feel like this game has more music and it's even louder than normal. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Oh shite. Great. That was the thing, wasn't it? As you can imagine, those things are very annoying. There's always... I don't know what it is with games, but there's always one enemy that is just the most annoying of the lot. It's really annoying, very irritating. Let's wait for a scan. Cystoid. Like I said, very annoying. Wait for it.
Scan complete. More specimens required.
They're basically little pustule things. They wander around and they follow movement. They literally track anything that moves if it's going over a certain speed. And as you can imagine, that's kind of annoying. And as you can also probably imagine, they'll happily track you. And not only that, not only do they track you and explode, which deals damage, they're also radioactive. Which means when they explode, you also get radiation damage, which can damage you even further if you let your radiation level get too high. So they're just really annoying, and I don't like them. And as I said, every game seems to have that one enemy that you just hate to run into. It's like those crawly things from Dead Space that kind of wiggle all over you and just completely drain your health in like a second unless you immediately start hammering the Q button or whatever the shake off button is you've got assigned. I friggin' hated those things. Always did. Whee. Here we go. Ah. Okay, then. Is that everything? I think that's everything, maybe? I don't know, I can never remember everything in these games. I just kind of go with sort of what I can see rather than what I can remember. Actually, let me just grab that. Thank you. Hey guys, would you like a treat? Whee! That worked. Wait for it, wait for it. Come on, come on. There it goes. That'll happen eventually. Grab a box and blammo. This could take a couple of boxes. Remember what I said about radiation damage? Yep. Extra annoying. Whee! Whoop. Boom. Fetch. I'm lucky they'll blow up next to it. What are you following right now? Damn it, blow up already, will you? Come on. I ain't doing this for me health. Damn it, more of them? Really? Come on. I'm running out of junk over here. There was another piece kicking. Where did it go? There you are. You'll do. Let's pick you up. That's a good thing about being in zero gravity. Or microgravity, or whatever the hell you want to call it. You can literally just pick up anything. Because it doesn't matter how big or small something is. Ooh, big, 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 big. Because there's no weight. There we go. Just take care of a couple more. Oh, hello. Where did you come from? 7080. Well, that's nice. Send me having to hack my way through the door. Whop. Get rid of the fire, because nobody likes fire, apparently. At least that's what the police keep telling me. There it goes. You know, I will say, first time I played this game, it took me an embarrassingly long time to realize that that is how you stop the fan blades. I was like, how do you do this? What the hell are you supposed to do? I mean, there's no machine around here. There's nothing. How are you supposed to stop them? And it was on, like, playthrough 2, where I thought, oh, I can use that. I'm an idiot. Because I am, you know, if we haven't already established this, I am a major tool. I'm just such an idiot sometimes. I can be so dense and slow sometimes. Sometimes I will pick something up like that. And in fact, sometimes I'll even be like ahead of things. Like I'm always trying to guess where a game is going with the story. And more often than not, I'm right. You know, I'm pretty good. Like when I remember the first time I played Fallout 3, for instance. The first time I heard it, I knew Eden was a robot. I don't know why. I don't know what clued me into that particular fact, but I knew he was a robot. I just knew. Now we've got the code, so it's 7080 even. Get it right. Oh shite. More side stories. More cysts. Oh, I've got cysts. It's very unpleasant. Ah, where's that box? I know I saw one around here somewhere. There you are. You'll do. And fire. Are they still exploding? Kinda. I think we're going to need more than one. Let's see if we can find another box somewhere. Or something. Anything. Anything will do. Let's take the giant ass girder. See if you can follow this. Whee! That got their attention. Massively. Whoop. Still going for it. Come on, keep blowing up, please. Nice. Another girder. Fetch. They're very good at that. I suppose that isn't necessarily a good thing, that they're very good at tracking things down and killing them, but I mean, you know, you've got one thing to do in your short, meaningful existence, and they're good at it. Props to them, I suppose. Whoa. A little too good, maybe. That's what I get for being rude to them, isn't it? hear the sound of something zapping. Ah, there you are. Hold that thought just 1 second. Here we go. And repaired. I think the cystoids blew that up. Which is unfortunate. Alright, any more items kicking around? You can usually find items in these sort of grated off areas. There's usually some scrap kicking around or something equally meaningless. But that will get you something that can be useful. Because this is very much the sort of the industrial side of this room, because there's sort of two parts to the guts. There's this bit which is it's all pipes and maintenance like stuff, and then there's the actual transport section. There it goes. I thought I had the oh, never mind. Hi.
Morgan, steady. That pulse hit your suit systems pretty hard. It came from the substation ahead. There's a magnetosphere around Talos 1 that keeps the sun from cooking your insides. Hopefully the generator isn't dying. For your sake, I'll be fine.
So charming and wonderful person. Well, person in quotes, I suppose. I'm just going to constantly talk to you and remind you of your fragile mortality while simultaneously, unintentionally gloating about about the fact that I don't have to suffer like you do. It's like, yeah, you sure you're supposed to be on my side? Probably says more about Morgan's personality than anything else, but whatever.
Watch out.
There's more shit to pick up. Come on. Supplies. Right, now. That door is locked, and I'm fairly certain I can't get through it even with my current skill level. Where the hell is the... There you are. The magnetosphere. Magnetosphere. Or the something, 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 something. Whatever the hell you want to call it. Let's go. And we're in. Ka-clunk. Now, interestingly, this is, I think, one of the few places in the game where you genuinely cannot get into it. You cannot enter that room without the mimic ability. You cannot get in here without it. You know, as I said, normally there's like an alternate path in, or like a different way, or something like that. But this room, you cannot get into here without it, because you can't get past these.
490. Diagnosing. Looks like you've had a rough day. This won't take long. All done. You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front desk.
I'm sure I can. Whop. Excuse me. Come on, up. I don't want to stay like that. Oh look, that's a magnetosphere. Zap. I thought I had the... Hang on a second, let me check my chipsets. Thermal shielding. I thought I had... Ground delicious to resist damage. Huh. I thought that stopped you from getting... What's that? Decreases... Oh, yes please. I don't need that one. I would definitely like that one though. I thought that it stopped you from getting the... zapped here, but I guess not. Or maybe it did and they patched that out at some point. Any sign of mimics? Nope. Okay, I think we're alright. Okay,
Warning. Plasma shockwave imminent.
Langley! Hey, what's the matter?
He's He's dead!
Whoa, what? Who's dead?
Anders! I tried to call security, I tried to...
Incoming.
Medical team?
I said he's dead, Langley!
Right. Laurel, take a deep breath. Tell me what happened.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Anders went into the mag chamber to test one of the coils that's been flaking on us. I don't know what happened exactly, but there was a pulse. I think it cooked him in his suit.
God, I'm so sorry, Laurel. Can you get up to the Arboretum?
No, Anders had the key card.
Okay, got it. Listen, just sit tight. Don't go into that chamber. I'm going to find Chief Elazar. We'll get a security team your way ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Warning. Plasma shockwave imminent.
Keep picking up all the miscellaneous rubbish. So can I hack into this one? I can. Doo-doo. I go halfway across the damn map. Can we hack it? Ah, yes, we can also hack into this one. Okay, here we go. Oh, thank you very much to... How'd you pronounce that? 1 second, let me just polish this off. There we go. Oh, oh, of course it's 3, isn't it? Die. Come on, down and in. Anyway, thank you very much to Sherry52403 for following me on Twitch. Thank you very much. That I very much appreciate that. And we can get into the secret supplies up there. Always nice to have more followers here on Twitch. Thank you very much. No idea if you're actually in the room right now, or maybe you're a robot, maybe you're not. I don't know. But if you are watching, thank you very much.
Warning. Plasma shockwave imminent.
Alright, so what you can do is you can actually...
Warning. Seek shelter.
Incoming.
Plasma shockwave in 5.
Actually, I don't need to do that yet.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Zapped. That's right, we need a box. Give me that. And now we need another box. What you can do is you can actually, because you have to go in there to get the key card. Unless you've got, I think, level 4 hacking, which I don't have at the moment. You have to be extremely careful.
Plasma shockwave imminent.
About not getting fried in the suit as well. I mean, they very much clearly like warn you about it, obviously. No, I can't get to that. Unfortunately, it's got itself stuck in the floor. I know there's a way up there somewhere. Up we go. Nope. Come on. You can get up there. You can do it. You know what? Bugger this. Let me just grab a box. Stack some shit. That'll get me up there. There we go.
Warning. Plasma shockwave imminent.
And if I turn it off, it won't be.
Warning. Seek shelter. Warning. Magnetosphere deactivated. Solar radiation exposure at maximum.
It's fine for a couple of minutes.
Microgravity detected.
So we go in there and we very, very, very quickly dash over here. Whoop, that's a little too quickly. Pick up everything and we'll sort the shit out later. Now, where the hell did the body go? There it is. Ah, come here. There we go. Maintenance tunnel key, and now to get the hell out of here before it turns back on again. And we're out. We're alive. if memory serves, some bad things show up.
Scan complete. More specimens required. Scan complete. New satellite aptitude available.
Now the magnetosphere will reactivate itself eventually. Come on, activate yourself already, will you? You can see the little bar there, just creeping across. Either that or we're just lugging an EMP charge down there. That'll do it. There we go. Got him. Boom. Oh well. I got hurt a little bit, but saved time in the end, I think.
Magnetosphere activated.
Oh good. I'm so glad I'm not going to die of major radiation poisoning. That makes me so happy.
Gravity detected.
Something's watching me.
Scan complete. More specimens.
Technopath. Hi. Oh, fine. Well, screw you then. You want to watch me play on this? Fine. Go away. Anyway, we got the key card, so we're through. Now we're in.
You're not what they say you are.
Ooh, weird visions. And more of this goldy filament stuff. Oops, wrong button again.
The entire Typhon ecology appears to be centered around the creation of this substance. The original researchers called it coral. Beautiful. But we're not sure what its purpose is. It's never spread outside the containment cylinder. Until now.
Now the cargo bay and the shuttle bay goes down that way. Got the arboretum up this way. So remember how I said that there was a choice of direction to go. Now if you actually check your map and go to the station map, you can see that the guts is a big vast area that stretches this whole section of Talos 1. Which makes sense. It's maintenance. You know, it needs to be everywhere basically. So how we've gone is we started off in the Neuro Mod division, then we went to Talos Lobby, then we went to the hardware labs, back to Lobby. I then popped into the Neuro Mod division to finish off that area, back to Lobby, then through Psychotronics, and we're into here. Now we're into the guts. So the destination is up here in the Arboretum, which as you can see directly connected there. But you can also, I mean, aside from the shuttle bay, that's locked now, but we're going to open that up in a minute. You can also go down to the cargo bay, which allows access to the life supports and the power plant by extension. Now, you can go through this bit right now. You can go in the cargo bay, life support, power plant. You can do all this right now. But there's no point. Now, you can go exploring and, like, gather up material and find all, you know, find everything you need basically. You can find a whole bunch of neuromods and get a lot of nice stuff very early on, and you can interact with a few characters, get a few bunch of you know, like secondary side quests. You can do all that early before continuing the story. I did on my first playthrough. On my second playthrough I didn't do that, and I found that there were a lot of character interactions happening like in the background that I wasn't getting before. And I actually found that going to the Arboretum first is better, just in terms of how the story plays out, because it's kind of, that's how the developers envisioned you playing the game, so that's, the story flows a little more naturally like that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is, first I will clear out the guts, so I'm going to explore down here to check out the entrances to both the shuttle bay and the cargo bay, because kind of how it is like you kind of go up here, up to about sort of this point, where that's where the crossover is, and then there's a whole section that runs the length of this. Because if you check the map, the actual map for this is a bit weird. Because it's like the square bit is the area I've just entered, because you can see the square is the cargo tunnel and the circle is the maintenance tunnel. I was flying through the maintenance tunnel before, which goes from here all the way up through, except obviously it doesn't go up to the executive level because reasons, I guess. Anyway, so we're in the cargo tunnel now. So first things first, we definitely go into the cargo bay. Gotta be a little careful here because you see those things there with the little red dot. Those are radioactive boxes, so you gotta zip your way past those real quick so that you don't end up with too many tumors. It's really annoying. They are literally just there as like, ooh, no, don't go down here. But of course, if you're fast enough, you can just zip right past them. Not a problem. And if you're wondering why my screen occasionally goes kind of bluish, that's a kind of effect you get when you're in the coral. So I'm outside of it, and then a minute, and everything goes blue. I don't know why blue, but something to do with the way the coral interacts with people, I guess, or maybe some kind of perceived effect that people feel when touching the coral. The coral itself is none of this stuff is really explained in any like explicit detail, because I'm not 100% sure it's supposed to be, but there you go. And fire. Nice. Is that all of them? Oh, it was almost. I missed one. As you may notice, there's another goddamn nuclear waste thing there. Which is a bit annoying because there is some stuff nearby it. There's a couple of ways I can deal with that. I can knock it out of the way if I'm very lucky. Nope, it decided it didn't want to do that. Or I can just go near it, grab the stuff, and take a little radiation damage. Because I have the ability to do that. Yep, I know. We can get out of the radiation zone first. Because I've got anti-rad pills. And look, I've just cured my radiation just because I can. Because it's that simple. It's the future. Curing radiation is not a problem. Interestingly enough, if you go behind here, you get a little secret area. It's not necessarily as easy to find. I can't specifically remember if there's anything important back here or not, but go away, please. I hate those things. I was trying to grab an item. Actually, I better heal up a little bit. That's good. How are my weapons doing? That needs repairing, I think. Nice. That doesn't. That doesn't. Yeah, we got a few items. And a chipset. Yay. Okay, and forward. And let's continue on down. And look. Remember what I said before about weavers being extra annoying? Well, congratulations, you're about to find out why. Yeah, they make cystoids. Come on. Am I not hitting it? Damn, I don't think I'm hitting it. Whoa! Okay, what the hell happened there? That didn't work out. Yeah, okay, where was the last save? Because I didn't make an auto save. Damn it. Where have you dropped me off? Oh, that's barely any time back. Nice. Alright, we're gonna do this the hard way. Well, not really hard, but slightly more dangerous way. That's nice. Hold still. Whoa, what the? And now suddenly I can't move. Can I move, please? Thank you. I genuinely can't seem to move at all. Let's go. I forgot that there was another thing over there. And that was my fault. Oh, hello, you. Wait for it. Now this is why we need you. Damn it. Come on. Hold up. Just need to heal up real quick. I forgot about these bad boys. Where's the... There they are. Come on. A little more, a little more, a little more. Damn it. Come on, I'm gonna get you. Really? God. Oi, don't push me away. What the hell are you doing? Thank you. Ah, that went better than... Well, actually, no, that didn't go better than I expected. That went much worse than I expected. But I forgot about the goddamn technopath. I hate those things. Now then, let's see. That's one of the annoying things about Weavers. They're not exactly things that play fair. Bugger you, come back here. Gotcha. It's one of the... Oh, seriously? Well, everything's dead now, so I'm fine. I'll heal up my problems as we go. So what do we got? We got radiation damage, that's fine. So that's that. We got a concussion. What does that say? What does a concussion actually entail? Reduces resistance to psychic attacks, blurry vision, pretends neuromod installation. Oh, well there you go. That's a new one on me. We need brain pills. We need to heal up my suit. And we definitely need some health. Success. Everything's worked out just fine. That could have gone a hell of a lot better. But to be honest, considering I died the first time I did that, could have gone worse. Shut up. I'm not interested. Right. Okay then. So, where are the Weaver remains? I know you're around here somewhere. You couldn't have blown far. Where the hell did they go? I'm not letting that stuff slip out through my fingers. Thank you very much. It went somewhere and I intend to get it. You may have noticed when I was fighting the Weaver that I ended up with this weird effect where the screen would start shaking. That's fear. The effect is actually called fear. And it's a strange effect that the Weaver induces in you, because it's really, really annoying. Because, you know, you basically get very afraid suddenly. Like, paralyzing fear. There it is. And it's annoying because, I mean, aside from the whole paralyzing thing, and the shaking and everything, the only way you can cure it is with alcohol. Which makes sense, you know, liquid courage and all that stuff. But it's such an odd little thing. Such a weird... Oh, detail. Really? Oh, do I have enough for that? Oh, I do. Hey. Why not? I'm going to need it eventually anyway. I don't believe there's anything massively important in here, but I will eventually need level 4 hacking. So, might as well get it now. 1. 2. 3. There we are. And 4. How's about that? Whole bunch of recycler charges. Which is ironic, considering I'm more than likely to recycle them more than anything else. So what did I just pass? Shuttlebay, fuel storage. I went past something else as well. What was that? Did I not? Wait, if that's the Shuttlebay entrance, what was the other one? I must be getting confused. Ignore me, ignore me, ignore me. Right, so that's Shuttlebay. We'll go in there in a minute. But first, cargo bay entrance. Now somewhere around here. There it is. Cargo bay processing. And one of these bad boys, which we'll deal with later. Cargo transfer doors, malfunction. Activation required. Now what it actually is it's a two-pronged thing. You have to go into there's one computer in the guts, one computer in the cargo bay. You have to activate both of them within a set amount of time in order to open up the doors. We'll do that later because I don't need to do it now. There's nothing like vital in there that I'm just like, oh my god, I need this like right now. But as I said, if you do want to go exploring off the beaten track and off the direction that the game has laid out for you, you can. And you can also, there's a couple items here. Like I said, I don't mind exploring the guts area because that's just like fine. But you can actually, if you get the angle right, come on. Come on. Look, I know you can do it, so please do it already, will you? I need to get something else around here that I can turn into that's very small. Where was that? Now, where the hell did I see that? Where was it? Whoop, 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 whoop. Not that fast. Slow the hell down, will you? Zero-G gravity is very hard to control. But I do like the system they use for Zero-G. I like that Zero-G in games is fast becoming a thing. You know? Because, like, Zero-G for a while was really... You never saw it. And then it was kind of Dead Space, I suppose, was like the first real prominent game to do Zero-G, although the Zero-G in Dead Space wasn't like the best. It was pretty good for what it was, considering like you hadn't seen anything like that before, but it wasn't like ideal. There's nothing here that's small enough. That's annoying. I'm sure there's a place somewhere along the line. Too far. The real problem I have with the Zero-G in this isn't so much the method itself. That's perfectly fine. It's the controls are a little wonky. Or maybe that's just the way I've got them set up or something. I don't know. There he goes. Come on, through the gap. You know you can. Come on. God damn it, rotate. God damn it, get in there. Let's go for this gap. It's a little easier to get into. Woo! Again, this is another area that I believe is only accessible through the mimic ability. I don't remember ever finding a way to get in here otherwise. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe that you can get in there without mimicking your way in there, without having that particular Typhoon ability. Which is why it's useful to have. Anyway, the other place, as I said, I was going to go into was the Shuttlebay Access. Now, there's a particular reason for this, and it's why I like fully exploring the guts.
Low gravity detected.
And drop down. That works. But the door into the shuttle bay is broken. Or not working properly. And I can't remember specifically which one it is. We'll find out in a minute. But you can fix it. And then it basically has a shortcut from the shuttle bay into the
Scan complete. More specimens required.
Of course there are. Now we want one of these bad boys. Nice. No wave transmitters are great for things like that. I probably should have used one against the whatchamacallit now that I actually stop and think about it. That was my mistake. I wasn't. I was sort of vaguely panicking. Not like massively so, but enough. I know there was another one around here somewhere. Where did you go? Hello. Quite why it's on the outside, I'm not sure. Is that where you are? That'll do it. Medkit. Gonna need as many of those as possible. I'm glad that medkits stack in the way that they do. That's useful. It's a useful feature. Wait for the repair. Clunk. Repair that. Power. Obviously, you need to repair that before you turn the power on, otherwise it'll zap you if you come over here. Repaired. Read an email. Don't think it's too much important. Must have just missed you. Please let me know when you're back so you can let me into the shuttle bay. Sorry to keep bugging you, but security hasn't issued me a key card yet. Thanks. Yeah, it's just a secondary shuttle bay access. We'll go through the shuttle bay a bit later on in the game. There's not really much point in doing it now. Because there's literally nothing that happens in the shuttle bay. Like there are no major quests that you need to go into the shuttle bay in order to complete. So it's like, just go in there whenever you want. I mean, there's some good stuff in there, you know, in terms of items, but that could be same in pretty much any room, really. We'll work out what to do with that later. It's kind of annoying that key items don't have their own special thing and they take up like actual room in your inventory, but oh well. What you gonna do? Get rid of that. Now, if memory serves, I'm more or less done with this area as well. It was amazing, really, considering I was fanning about in the same 3 areas in the first 2, and now I'm just blitzing through areas. What time is it? 5:10. I'm actually feeling a bit tired. So what I will probably do is I will finish off the guts and then I'll call it for today. Nice to have some actual progress, I know. But I don't want to overdo it. Got EMP charge, glue cannon, Q-beam, and suit repair. Nice. Don't actually have Q-beam ammo though, do I? A shame. But okay. How much ammo have we got? So we got 99 of that and 34 of that. Probably get myself some shotgun ammo as well then. The main reason you can't just print Neuro Mods as much as you want is because there is a limit to the amount of exotic material that you can get at any one point, but that's fine. Nice. How many Neuro Mods we actually got? We have 8. Excellent. So what can we do? We could get leverage 3, gunsmith. Could do that and that together. We could get stealth and sneak attacks. See, I do like sneak attacks doing more damage. I'm at that point where there's like so much I want to unlock all at the same time. You can see I'm sort of slowly working on these things bit by bit. You've got telepathy and backlash and all sorts of fun, interesting things. Okay, so what am I gonna get? Okay, we'll get the sneak attack because that can be quite. Because I think sneak attacks right now are 150, so upping it to 200 would be quite good. Because I'm pretty good at sneaking up on people in this game, and we will also get. What other one could we get? I'm tempted to get this. Because I know we've got a few of those. I know that leaves me with 1 single Neuro Mod, but... Ooh, that's quite useful. So what do we not need? Increase resistance. Reduce damage. Definitely keep that one. Grants increasing protection against physical damage. See, these are all quite useful. I guess we'll get rid of that one and put that one on. Check out the scope chipsets. We can now add in that one and boost the amount of damage done by the Psycho Shock. Nice. I've got it. I might as well use it, right? Excellent. So now that we turn the power back on, this door should now be unlockable. There we go. So now that door is usable and we can go from the guts into the shuttle bay as and when needed. Which is useful why coming down at least this part of the guts is a good detour. Right. Now we go up to the Arboretum. As I said, once I hit the Arboretum, I think I'll call it a day for today, because I've been going for 2 and 15, give or take. So I'm definitely thinking that's enough. Lean against this, sort of propels you along quite rapidly. Gotta be careful with it though, because oh dear. Whoop. Hang on a sec, let me just talk to him. And I know there's only 5 points missing, but still.
Inspecting.
Come here.
Your suit integrity is compromised. Let me fix that.
Thank you. Whee. Oh shit, it's another Weaver. Hello. Guess what? We're gonna fight now. Gotcha. Da. Go away, please. No, stop that.
This is Chief Engineer Ilyushin. The power plant has been compromised. I repeat, the power plant has been compromised.
It's about time, Sam.
Chief, I'm not a comm tech. I'm doing the best I can.
Micah, this is Security Chief Elazar. Can you hear me?
Sarah? Yes, I can hear you.
Been trying to patch into the PA. My team's in the cargo bay, and those things are in here too. They're crawling all over the station. Check everything around you. Hit it with a wrench.
Check the wrench first.
Sam, he's right. These things... Smash every freestanding thing and see if it comes back at you. Get to a secure area, and when you're safe, call me via transcribe. I'm sending you a secure contact, all right?
Understood. Left my transcribe in the coolant monitoring station. Heading there now. I can log myself in.
Are you okay?
I'm just catching my breath. Sarah, can you tell me what happened?
Micah, get safe, then call.
See, and that little interaction, that only happens if you come up to the Arboretum when you first enter into the guts area. So you don't hear that if you go into the cargo bay and then the power plant, because you go and meet those people. Sort of. It's a little complicated. You can't actually enter the cargo bay, like the main area of the cargo bay. You can only enter just like a small section of it, which is kind of disappointing. But yeah, those interactions and stuff like that only happen if you follow the route laid out for you by the, you know, by the game basically, and the original intention of the developers. Which again, I kind of like. You know, I like that. You know, that they actually said, oh yeah, well, I guess if you want to go down there, you can. You don't have to, but you can. Anyway, I think we're done with the guts, so let's keep going. Onward, brave souls. So, I'll make a save, and we'll call it a day for now, because I need to rest. And I said I probably wasn't going to do a full 3-hour live stream today, because I'm pretty tired. The heat wave we've been having in the UK has been preventing me from sleeping properly. So, yeah, it's fine. We're good. We're all okay. We'll be good. And, yeah, so we'll make a quick save, and then we'll end it there. So thanks for watching, everybody. To those who are still watching, please remember that if you are watching this on Twitch, you can follow me here on Twitch. And if you look below the video, you can see links to both my Twitter account and my YouTube account. Anyway, we'll just make a quick save there. That'll do it. Yeah, so we'll stop it for that. So, yeah, follow me on Twitter, follow me on YouTube as well if you enjoyed the content. Because if you ever miss, like, one of these streams, I always upload them to YouTube after the fact. They go up on... They used to be... They went up on Saturdays, sort of at the same time, but now they go up on Wednesdays. So that'll give you a chance to catch up before the next one, which is useful. And there's also, of course, if you follow me on YouTube... Then, of course, please follow me on Twitch as well, and on Twitter. You get the full Oymon package if you do Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Because, you know, Twitch is live. YouTube, I do my Let's Plays every day of the week. It's all fun and all good. I do a lot of gaming on the internet, and yet nobody ever notices me. Just little old me and a few friends. Still, I don't mind that much. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you next Saturday. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.